Hi again, boys and girls. We're going to pick up with the Super Chef contest where we left off last time. Remember, Cousin Trap is in a cooking contest, and Geronimo is his assistant, and the contest has started, and Trap is really relying on Geronimo to help him out. So we're going to see how this goes for him. We're going to start with yum, 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 yum. For the first time, I got a glimpse of the dishes my cousin had cooked. They looked delicious and they smelled divine. I licked my whiskers. So Trap did know how to cook. Why had he made me taste all those disgusting dishes then? How strange. But I couldn't stop to think about it because my cousin tweaked my tail and began shrieking in my ear. Come on, Geronimo, hurry up, he squeaked. The judges are waiting. Don't make me look bad, I beg you, and above all, try to look like a waiter. Try to look like a waiter? What did that mean? I shrugged and placed a napkin on my left arm, trying my best. Then I stepped forward unsteadily, my shiny olive oil-coated whiskers trembling nervously. How stressful. I tried to balance all of the plates at the same time without stumbling and without spilling anything. Creamy cheddar, it was tough. I served the judges Trap's food and stood there silently while they crunched and munched. The first judge was the famous Saucy LaPaz, the biggest pasta expert on Mouse Island. The second judge was Gordon Ramsay, the most famous celebrity chef on Mouse Island. He was known for being very hard to please. Every time he tasted something, he said, ugh, not bad, but it needed a little more salt, or ugh, not bad, but it needed less butter. The third judge was Julia Mouselet, author of the celebrated cookbook, The Delight of Cooking with Cheese. She was famous for being a tremendous chatterbox. The fourth judge was Rodento McEgo, a very serious food critic with a waxed mustache. He always wore very elegant tails and a top hat. Let's go back and look at all of them. So this is Saucy LaPaz. He's a pro with pasta, whether it's lasagna, tagliolini, ravioli, or spaghetti. Here's Gordon Ramsay, an award-winning chef who is very intimidating. Everyone is afraid of him because he's very critical and he doesn't like anything. And this is Julia Mouselet. She wrote a famous cookbook called The Delight of Cooking with Cheese. She doesn't know how to be quiet. And this is Rodento McEgo. He's a very famous food critic with a tiny waxed mustache and a very big ego. The four judges tasted all of the contestants' dishes in silence. After each tasting, each judge raised a scorecard with a number on it from 1 to 10. But none of the contestants earned a score above a 6. Holy cheese, these judges were very tough. When it was finally Trap's turn, Saucy tasted the dishes quietly before he announced his score. Very tasty. My vote is 8. Gordon Ramsay grumbled, ugh, not bad, but it needed a little more salt. Still, my vote is 8. Julia Mouselet consulted her famous cookbook and shrieked with delight. This chef has executed to perfection the recipe on page 33 of my book. She said proudly, my vote is 8. And he has nice whiskers too. They remind me of my cousin's uncle's nephew, Fred's. She could have gone on talking for at least an hour, but Rodento McEgo leaned over and plugged her mouth with a piece of bread. My vote is 8, he announced. The host of the contest stepped up to the microphone. The winner of the first challenge is contestant chef 117, Trap Stilton of New Mouse City, he said. Congratulations. Yes, Trap cried out, I'm the best. Pause off, miss. As soon as Trap stopped rejoicing, Julia Mouselet approached the screen. Her glasses were studded with rhinestones, and she had a high-pitched dramatic squeak. Now that you've won, contestant chef 117, what's in that trunk you have hidden behind this screen? She tried to push the screen aside with her paw, but Trap was too quick. He poked her paw with a rolling pin. Not so fast, he yelled. Paws off, miss. Every cook has his secrets, and I have a few of my own. Trap quickly closed and locked the trunk. Then he put the key on a string and hung it around his neck so that no mouse could open the trunk unexpectedly. How strange. I was about to ask for an explanation when he began pushing me toward the kitchen. "Don't try to be sly, cousin," he said shrewdly. "I did all the cooking, so you washed the dishes." I stared at a stack of dishes. It was a mile high. The dishes were also greasy and smelled worse than the sewers of New Mouse City. What a terrible job. And while it's true that Trap had done the cooking, I hadn't even gotten to enjoy the food. By the time I had finished washing everything, it was late afternoon. There weren't any more challenges scheduled for the day, so I thought I'd relax a bit. I was just about to take a cheddar-scented bubble bath when Trap grabbed me by the ear and dragged me to his camper parked outside. Once there, he insisted I taste one disgusting dish after another. Trap said he was preparing for the next day. Yuck, poor me. While I swallowed each awful mouthful, I wondered how Trap had cooked such delicious dishes during the contest, but everything he had made me taste was so terrible. Then I realized it was probably just another one of his practical jokes. Trap loves playing silly little jokes on me. When he finally let me go, I had such a stomachache. I had to swallow a gigantic antacid to help me digest everything. Then I climbed into bed and tried to get some rest. I tossed and turned for hours before I finally fell asleep. In my dreams, a portrait of Count Ludwig von Cheddar on the castle wall came to life. The Count did nothing but wail and complain about having a terrible stomachache. In the morning, I woke from my nightmare covered in sweat. I barely slept a wink. Oh, poor, poor me. Okay, we're going to stop there, and we'll see if next week I have a chance to continue with 7 chefs remain. Okay, all right, once again, AR points are due this week. Mrs. Lagila is going to be pulling those points, so keep earning them up until the last day, and next week we're going to start collecting library books. So if you have a library book in your house, I'll be at the school to help collect them when it's your time to drop them off. So look around for your library books and find a way to return them to the school. Okay, boys and girls, bye.